welcome to my channel or welcome back. We are going to be doing a channeled message today, so I trust that if this is finding you now, this is exactly when it's meant to find you. With that being said, take whatever resonates and leave whatever doesn't behind. And let's take a deep breath. I'm just burning some Palo Santos right now. Connecting to our higher self, our team of light, our spirit guides, all benevolent beings that are with us on our path. Only allowing divine light, love, and light into this space right now. We also have some selenite here and some amethyst crystal as well. So one thing first that comes to mind is it took me like 3 times to get this video started because I kept like knocking the cord or doing different things. So you might be feeling like you keep trying at things and you're not really seeing the progress. Or maybe there's been a lot of like attempts and fails, but with each time you are exceeding more than you actually realize. And I did pull a couple of cards before just to get a general idea. And we got Judgment, Knight of Wands, and 9 of Pentacles. And with Judgment, the message really is to forgive yourself and forgive others for anything that like you might be holding you back. And just know that you're going through like a reawakening stage right now. But it's really important that you kind of clear your energy space by just tapping into what you really need to let go of so that you can prosper. And then with the Knight of Wands, there's definitely a lot of energy and passion that if you haven't been feeling like that's awakening, that's something that's definitely going to be coming to you soon. And with that, just kind of doing different things to create your sacred space so that you can really get into that flow, because the future is showing that you're going to be very financially and materially abundant very soon with the 9 of Pentacles. And just really learning to celebrate your wins, because it can be really easy to tap into the comparison type of frequency. But the more that we can focus on celebration over comparison, the more that you're teaching your body and your energy levels to be in that gratitude state, and the more you're going to attract more opportunities and more abundance into your life. Okay, so let's get general idea. We'll do the Lenormand deck. I'm hearing like rhyme, like Shelley sells seashells at the seashore or something. So I don't know if maybe someone has been like collecting shells or at the beach recently, or maybe that's a message like to go to the beach and just reground and recenter. Also kind of like taking note of what you do have in your life, like another message about gratitude. Definitely. And just knowing that you have so much support around you with your spirit team, and that they're rooting you on, and that they're constantly communicating with you and sending you signs if you're just open to receiving them. And also a lot of times what we can do is if we're having a difficult time choosing one thing or another, like big life choices, you can ask for your angels and your guides for specific signs, like if it's in my best interest to do this, send me a green hummingbird, or if it's in my best interest to do that, like send me a yellow flower or something like that. And when you ask, they will provide. I've seen it happen many times. the snake as like the main indicator card, which can be representative of deception. And we've gotten this in some other readings as well. Also like a lot of chitter chatter with the birds and also the tick-tocking clock. So you may be feeling like there's people around you that don't fully support you, or you're feeling like they're not genuine, and you feel like it's been taking longer than you thought it would to acquire like these genuine connections that would really fulfill you and support you. And then it also shows that there's like going to be some type of notification, some type of letter that's going to be coming through, potentially like new offers, but it's also showing the fox. So just be mindful of people being sneaky. Really check in with your intuition and make sure that even though new opportunities are really exciting, that it really feels good in your gut. But it does show at the end, at the final future read, that it has the storks and then the rider. I want to focus, yeah. So that means that there's a new person. It's not associated with the cards before. It's associated with the stork, which is positive. So the storks can be representative of fertility, new opportunities, like beautiful new ventures. You can see the sun is like shining. It's like the light at the end of the tunnel. And with this new rider as well, it's giving, like with the rainbow, it's giving that there is going to be someone where you know that it's going to feel right and that they're going to really help you on your path. So just check in with your intuition and as to what feels good for you, but know that there are good things coming. Okay. Let's pull some more tarot. This is Tarot of Sacred Kingdoms. I'm also seeing like the wolf, and when I think of the wolf, I think of like the dark wolf and the light wolf, and that we're constantly either feeding the dark wolf or the light wolf as to like what we're thinking throughout the day, and that at any point you can check back in with yourself and be like, you know, I realize that I'm operating from a state of fear right now and not a state of love, and I choose to reorient with a state of love. And the more that you do that, the more that you are rewiring your neural pathways to consistently choose thoughts that are caring and loving and supporting, and continue to like help motivate you and push you on your path, instead of like also like a frequency of expansion over contraction. Okay, so we got the Ace of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Three of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. So with the Ace of Pentacles, that means that there's definitely a new opportunity coming to your life that's going to bring you lots of prosperity and lots of abundance. And it's kind of like planting the seeds for your future, like really harvesting and planting the seeds for your future. Also with the Hermit, it's really suggesting that you have some time of solitude to yourself right now. It's really going to be beneficial for you. I'm getting the feeling that you're not, for some people here, you're not really realizing how much energy you're giving to other people. And I'm getting the feeling that you've been like moving, and that like sacred no's in regards to invitations to certain things would be really beneficial to you right now. And that if you can, you know, really spend some time to yourself and really just like kind of bask in your own energy, recharge, recenter, when you go back out into the world, you're going to be able to give so much more to the people that are around you in your community. But it's really important that you, of course, fill your cup first before you do that. Okay? And then with Three of Swords, that's definitely related to a lot of heartache. So, again, like with the Judgment card and letting go and forgiving, just knowing that whatever you're feeling right now in regards to someone, whether it's a relationship or a friendship or a family member, whatever type of loss you're feeling, just know that it's okay to feel that way, and that losing people is tough. And I think sometimes from an outside perspective, people can be like, it's been so long, like, just move on. But when we suppress the way that we feel, when we say, I should just be over that by now, or like, why am I still feeling this way? When your feelings come up and then you just reject them, you're just pushing them down for them to never actually be processed and be released. I actually had a day yesterday where I was just processing someone that I lost in my life, and it has been quite a while. But I just finally let myself feel it and just let myself cry. And I could feel that this energy that had been stored inside me was finally coming up and being released, and I feel so much better today. And I've mentioned this in other readings, but whether that means just talking with a friend, and just someone that will just listen to you, or writing a letter, you don't even have to give it to the person, just writing a letter and just getting all your emotions out. Because as soon as you can really continuously work on releasing that, and just knowing that whatever happened, whoever left your life, that it was only to create space for something new, something better, something more aligned for you. Because you have the Page of Pentacles coming up soon, and this is all about you stepping into new beginnings that are going to be so prosperous, and you really entering a new phase of your career, and building your foundation for your own life, and just knowing that you're so independent and you don't need to rely on anyone else. And even if you feel like you were bound to a certain identity with a certain person or a certain job or a certain situation, we are always rewriting our story. And so just know that you have everything you need within you to succeed. And just remember to tell yourself that you are worthy of abundance, you are worthy of love, and you are worthy of being successful and prosperous. And again, that you are rewriting your story. Okay. Let's pick a card from Beyond Lemuria Oracle cards. Ooh, okay. The fire card just fell out. And again, we're getting this blue and white dragon. So definitely the polarities, I was saying, the dark wolf and the light wolf. Just knowing that it's okay to have feelings that feel confrontational with how you really want to be in your authentic self. Sometimes it's normal for us to have feelings that don't always feel really comfortable, but just knowing that the more that you can center and reground yourself and come back to your breath, you can align and really tap in your intuition and your true authentic self. And with fire, that's just a sign that you have everything you need within you to alchemize any hurt, any pain that you've been through, and turn that into wisdom and strength and courage. And just call in the fire spirit whenever you're having thoughts that don't serve you, whenever you're having emotions that you're ready to alchemize and transmute. Because energy doesn't just go away. It's something that has to be transmuted. It's something that has to be alchemized. And to do that, it's really important that we call in the spirit of fire, and also just work with our breath work as well. And just a simple act of that, if you're not familiar, is just breathing in I'm breathing in peace into my body right now. I am releasing all stress from my body right now. I'm breathing in love for myself right now. I am releasing all thoughts of unworthiness. I'm breathing in calm to my body right now. I'm releasing all tension from my body right now. Okay, let's pick an animal card. Ooh, we have the oyster at the bottom. So just knowing that just makes me think of like a pearl in the oyster, and just knowing that there is abundance coming to you so soon. And also with oyster, I'm also getting like water element vibes as well. So like just knowing that it's safe to feel, and also knowing that you have a really strong sense of intuition, and that you're tapping into that and that you're expanding and growing your intuition and that intuitive muscle more and more every day. And so just to trust that. And another way to strengthen your intuition is just to check in with your higher self about little things throughout the day. And just say, higher self, isn't in my best interest to do this or to do this? And just wait for that answer. And the more that you listen to your intuition and the more that you trust it, the stronger it's going to be. And your intuition will never be forceful. It will never tell you to do something that would go against like your authenticity, or would harm anyone or anything like that. It's always very gentle, very supportive, and it will be persistent too. So if you hear like, no, it's not in your best interest multiple times, then, because sometimes if you ask the first time, it might not be, it could be your ego getting in the way, but I usually ask 3 or 4 times, and if you get the same answer, and a lot of times, sometimes it'll be maybe not what you want to do. Like yesterday, I was asking if I should go to the Super Bowl party, and I knew that my body wanted to rest, but I really wanted to go. And my intuition was just saying, no, it's not in your best interest. And then I ended up having a really good just self-care day and just recharging my battery for the week. And that was when I was able to have those moments of releasing my emotions. And I'm so happy that I listened to my intuition because, like again with the Hermit card, I just knew that my energy needed to be recalibrated and not just going somewhere and just giving out to other people when it wasn't available to do that. And then it would have just caused me to feel more depleted and unable to attend to the things that really matter to me. And so really checking in with what matters to you, what fills your cup right now. What things can you do in solitude that really bring you joy creatively, grounding practices, even just going out and like walking around your block and just taking a look at the trees and the flowers and just really trying to be present, because the more that we practice presence, the more that also builds our intuition as well. Okay, let's see. Okay, we'll just pull a crystal card. And also like showing me someone jumping over fences, like jumping over hurdles, and just knowing that like whatever obstacles are thrown at you, that they really are helping to build your integrity, helping to build your strength. They're teaching you lessons that are lessons that you need to know in order to like fully get to the level of consciousness that you were put on this earth to achieve. And that everything that you go through, even though it's sometimes hard to accept, was something that you chose before you came into this lifetime, and that you have everything you need within you to like get over each obstacle. And like that with each one that you do, when you hop over each fence, like you're just actually building your confidence, so that when something comes up again, you're like, you know what, I got this. And knowing that like your spirit team is with you also, and you're just never ever alone. We have 𝑣ᴏᴄᴟ, peace, gentle, and new beginnings. 𝑣ᴏᴄᴟ is your supportive nudge in the right direction, whispering words of encouragement when you experience self-doubt. It opens your throat chakra and helps ease any blockages in your self-expression. Being seen and heard is a priority. Your feelings are valid and important too. So again, just knowing that whatever you're feeling is valid and it's okay that you're feeling that way, and just saying that when those feelings come up, like, it's okay. It's okay that I feel this way. It's okay. It's okay that I feel this way. Don't worry about what others think. Release all fear of judgment and get ready to leave any thoughts of inadequacy behind. 𝑣ᴏᴄᴟ encourages you to start anew because every day is a fresh new beginning. And then Gemini and Pisces, so those could be significant to some people watching this. Also Mercury, which is all about communication and just having those like open-hearted communications with people around you. And then we have hematite, grounding, magnetic pull, and focus. With a magnetism that is sky high, hematite has the ability to absorb negative emotions and create strong energetic boundaries, which we were just talking about. Its authoritarian force releases self-imposed limitations, a powerful stone to use in grounding oneself. Hematite activates the root chakra and balances out the 7 chakras by pulling toxicity from your aura. Deriving from the Latin word for blood, hematite cleanses the blood in the body by promoting circulation and energizing the nervous system to begin anew. Use hematite when you need that extra boost. And then we have Aries and Aquarius and Saturn. And Saturn is all about life lessons, the ones that we are not really necessarily trying to invite in, or we don't think that we're trying to invite them in because they can feel so challenging at the time. But as soon as you get through it, as soon as you can take a look back and like hindsight, you're like, oh, okay, that did need to happen. I did need to lose that person out of my life because I would have never met this new person that came into my life. I did need to, lose that job because I would have never found this job that feels so much more aligned to me. Or I did need to, it's okay that maybe I'm growing apart from certain friendships in my life because I am welcoming new space in my life for new connections that are going to feel abundant and going to feel aligned and going to feel so supportive, because I really do see these new supportive connections coming in for you. Okay, I think we'll leave the card pull at that. I am just going to play the third eye chakra bowl and sing a little light language for you guys. Thank you so much for trusting me today. And if this message resonated with you at all, I would love if you subscribed, liked, or left a comment letting me know how it resonated with you. It means so much. And we'll see you on the next one.